From your local election headquarters, this is WDHN News.
Good evening, I'm Michael Rinker. The polls have closed in Alabama and across the East Coast in what should be a historic election.
Tonight, all eyes are on the presidential election, but here in the Wiregrass, several local amendments are on the ballot. I'm Jessica Gauthier. Let's get right into the race for the White House tonight. Here's a look at the nationwide vote. Of course, the path to the White House lies in the Electoral College.
And here in Alabama, the race already called in favor of the former President Donald Trump, already having 69% of the vote. But of course, that is early numbers, but the projection is that Trump will win Alabama. And down on the East Coast in Palm Beach, Florida, this is a live look at the Trump headquarters at Mar-a-Lago. The former president has had quite the road to get to tonight, from indictments to convictions and, of course, being shot at his rally in Pennsylvania over the summer. He would become the first modern candidate to win back the White House after losing it the election prior. Now let's look at the race in Georgia. This is one of the 7 battleground states, one of the key races that one of these two had to win tonight. 4% of the vote in, 55% towards Trump, but of course a long way to go. The polls were extended today because of election security reasons, so certainly a long road in Georgia.
Let's go live to the nation's capital, where Kamala Harris is stationed, and watching the results tonight. A Harris win would be remarkable considering how small of a time frame she had to campaign, and she of course would be the first woman to be elected as president. And in the race to represent Alabama in Congress, the newly drawn districts now place the Wiregrass in District 1, and Enterprise native Barry Moore shifting into this district. He currently represents the 2nd district, but tonight he's expecting to win District 1 over Democrat Tom Holmes, and right now we do not have these numbers, still waiting on those.
And of course, as we get the election results tonight, we'll have them on the bottom of your screen. But let's go to Robertsdale now, where Aaron Dixon is there at Barry Moore's watch party tonight. Aaron, what do you have for us?
Michael and Jessica, Barry Moore has arrived. The food's been served, drinks are flowing, and the band is playing, as you can hear behind me, as they are here at the watch party here at Water's Edge in Robertsdale. Now, Congressman Moore voted earlier this morning at Enterprise State Community College, and his opponent, Tom Holmes, he voted absentee and instead was campaigning at several different precincts around Baldwin County. Now, everybody has their eyes on Moore's race, but in one of the most conservative districts in the country, it's likely that he'll win. But so all eyes really have been turned to the presidential election between former President Donald Trump and then Vice President Kamala Harris. We're live in Robertsdale. Aaron Dixon, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.
Thank you very much there, Aaron. And throughout the day, we've been told that voter turnout across the Wiregrass exceeded to surpass election numbers of the past. That has been 60% for general elections. And as you get these numbers in, we will, of course, show you the voter turnout that ultimately could decide some races.
Before we get into those races and the items on the ballot, though, the moment we start to get those returns from our local counties, you'll start seeing those results on the bottom of your screen. And now let's get right to District 2, now considered to be the only contested race in the entire South. Democrat Shamari Figures and Republican Caroline Dobson battling to join Barry Moore in the House of Representatives. District 2 could reshape how the state is represented in Alabama. If Figures wins this race, 2 Alabama Democrats will be in the House for the first time since the mid-2000s. And of course, you saw there that she was winning that race. And let's move over into Georgia for a race in District 2, which represents Early County. Incumbent Democrat Sanford Bishop taking on Republican challenger Wayne Johnson. And so far, Sanford has that lead there.
All right, well, let's run through some of the amendments on our local ballots tonight. We'll start in Houston County Amendment 1. This is the big one. This is for the Health Authority Board for Southeast Health. A yes vote, if the people were to say that, would grant the Houston County Commission more power in deciding who is on that board. A no would keep it the way it is. And of course, we will have more election results for you tonight throughout the night as we get those returns in here locally. And of course, we'll have the latest on the bottom of your screen and as well on WDHNnews.com. We'll see you. Have a good night.